Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do our reading where we're connecting with our spirit guides. This is just for any messages we may be missing. Maybe messages are coming through right now. Maybe you need some type of guidance. This is the type of reading where you just kind of let go of control, trust your gut. You know, you may say, well, I don't even know how to connect to my guides. I feel my guides connect to your guides. And your guides, whether you've spoken it or not, you know, I feel like they know what it is you're seeking. So, all signs, don't even worry about that. We'll figure out as we go. I just use the tarot as really the tool to ignite my intuition. So let's get into it. I do want to say, if you like the video, don't forget to give a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with your social media platforms if you would. I appreciate it. I hope that this reading is, you know, meaningful to you. Yeah, let's get into it. We got the birds singing in the background. We're going to use 3 different deck guides. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle. Then we're going to use 2 decks that I haven't used in a little while, but I actually bought these together. I shouldn't even say bought them. They were gifted to me. And we have the Angel Tarot, which we'll bring out in a minute. And we have the Luminous Tarot. I worked with a company who created tarot cards, and the deal was that I use them. Well, I did a promo, but other than that, they're just now part of our cards. Okay, let's start with Mother Mary. We have caring. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world. Heaven cares for me. As above, so below, right? If heaven cares for me, then I should care for others. And yourself. Sometimes we forget about ourselves. Alright, let's bring in the Luminous Tarot. Give it a couple shuffles. Those who have been with me know that all my cards are already pre-shuffled, but I do like to shuffle them with you here. They're being a little difficult. One more. I like a clean shuffle before we begin. Like that. Let's give them a cut. And excuse me, I'm going to shuffle for our cards. Again, just keep your mind open, your anxiety down. You know, I don't know why, but it's making me think of like when I do live yes or no's online. You know, I ask people just to ask your question once, because some people ask over and over and over and over again, and I get it, right? Like, I really want that answer, but it feels chaotic. And maybe I'm saying that because I just gotta trust that my prayers are being heard and answered. Maybe not exactly how you thought, but they are being answered. Feel like that was from your guides. All right, we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Well, you know, it makes sense that this would come up. The good news, it's the first card. But, you know, I feel like our guides are always asking us to take a look, you know, stop and take a look at our lives and see, you know, and do it often so it's not overwhelming. Like what's become toxic to me in my life. And it can even be self, right? My thoughts, the way I talk to myself, about myself. Now, that could be, you know, due to thoughts that were put in your head, you know, from others. But, you know, I feel like those opinions really don't have value. Now, it may have came from someone you love, though. So how could it not have value? Well, because it holds no value. It should hold no value in your head. 5, change. Change how? Gracefully. And then we have the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Interesting, because 6 of Cups can talk about someone of the past. This would be someone that I have cherished memories of. You know, when I think about them, puts a smile on my face or puts a little warmth in my heart type of thing. I may even daydream, fantasize, so to speak, in a healthy way. You know, I have to say I don't feel like one is with the other. I feel like, you know, it's almost like, you know, this storm within the 5 of Swords doesn't feel the same as the energy of the 6 of Cups. It's bright, it's sunny. The flowers are in bloom. Here, it's overcast, it's dark. There's no greenery, you know what I mean? It's dull. And this is alive. This could talk about even the year, right? The 5 year, 2021. And it was a year where many of us cut things out of our lives, but they needed to be. And now we have a 6, which we're in a universal year 6. You know, some people say, well, the year's half over, Sandy. True, if you look at it from calendar to calendar, but, you know, I feel energy doesn't even begin until Aries energy. That's when the seeds are all being planted so that there can be a harvest in the fall. If I plant no seeds, what's to harvest? We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Listen, for some of you, I feel like one way out of a situation that may not be serving you, that is maybe on your last nerve kind of thing. It may be taking a different course. And what I mean by that is learning a new subject, learning something new, going away to school, taking a class, that type of thing. It's the energy of gaining knowledge, even not the knowledge over that 5 of Swords, right? The more knowledge I have over it, then it doesn't become energy that sticks with me. This is about not carrying that energy forward. And then look at this. We have the Hangman, but he is in the awakened state. He's in the awakened state. What does that mean? That means I see all. Doesn't mean I feel all, right? I can separate, you know, the pain from the experience. The Hangman, you know, was seeking wisdom. And sitting right next to the Page of Pentacles, that's what the Page of Pentacles is doing, is growing through one's wisdom, through one's, hard work, through one's knowledge. And if I'm seeking that knowledge, the Hangman signifies that you receive it, that you receive this this awakening. I mean, night and day. Night and day. Some of you may have had the awareness that there was someone of your past that does make you feel that way. And you're probably not together. And I don't even know if you're meant to be together, other than I feel like that energy is part of how I had this awakening. Some of you may have went to school with someone. Now listen, it doesn't even have to be a person, but then look at that. The Ace of Cups. Still does not have to be like romantic, right? Because it's coming under the Five of Swords. So the people who maybe have planted some not so good thoughts in my brain, it doesn't mean that they didn't love me. And I know that's hard to understand, but it's like parents who say things or do things that years later they regret, right? But you can't take it back. But you don't have to take it on. Now, I do think this has more to do with that, so let's see what we have here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have, look at this, the Knight of Cups. It's almost like there you are, minding your own business, building your own world, your foundation, having this awakening, receiving this information and then doing something with it, right? Building a life for yourself. It's outside of what was, because what was seemed dark. But I can change that. And listen, maybe I can't change them, but I can change me. I can change my location. I gotta want it. I gotta seek it, right? And I gotta go after it. Because, truth be told, again, it's like the darkness, and then the shadows, so nothing grows. And then here, everything's in blossom. We have the sun. Wow. The sun coming under the awakened hangman. Complete illumination. What do you want to know? In the awakened hangman stage, I can handle any truth. But here's the truth. What's coming before that? The Knight of Cups. Listen, do I think this is talking about love for some? I do. Because the Eight of Cups is really opening up this reading. And, lately I've been feeling where it's like I've known love, but I've never known it like this. But I have to be open to it. I have to be open to it. And the sun is completely open. Completely. Why? Because there are no shadows. Nothing to fear. Everything is illuminated. Even the bad. So it's like if like something comes towards you that's in a negative type energy, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it. You're going to see it. This is about unexpected love coming in. Again, when? Well, it's unexpected. But while that's coming in, you seem to have your focus, excuse me, on your pentacles, on building, again, a life for yourself. Listen, I don't feel like you've had this awakening for nothing. I feel like you're meant to. And then some of you, again, using it in your creative world. And that it can be, and I mean that in a million different ways, and it can relate to also your finances, right? Building yourself a life, and I feel like if it's spiritual, holy cow, it's like complete illumination. What am I holding? The Fool. Come on. Take a chance on me, take a chance on you. The Fool, brand new, free and clear, ready to take a chance, pulled towards that desire. The Fool doesn't think about the fear. The Fool's not even thinking. The Fool's in action, in movement. What I love when you see the Fool is I know that great teachers are also on the path. So this isn't just like love. This is love with even spiritual guidance, let's say. Do I take a chance? I don't know why you wouldn't. And then look at this. We have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Could be Taurus, card of Taurus. This is about your faith, your belief system. And again, a number 5. So it's a question, it's a questioning of it. I feel like I gotta look under that. The Knight of Swords. Trust. Trusting in divine timing. Listen, I feel like sometimes I want what I want when I want it, but it wouldn't serve me to have it when I want it. Because if I'm in that 5 of Swords, would it then cause me to stay longer thinking, okay, well, it's part of it, when it's really a separate entity, right? But I'm going to just say drama, like I'm wrapped up in that drama. So how can I be open, right? Completely open to this. So I feel like it happens in its time, and we have a lot to do with it. We have a lot to do with it. We have one card over here. We have the 7 of Cups, but it's in reverse. 7 of Cups is, first of all, it feels chaotic. It's like, oh my God, I got to make a choice, right? It's like the Fool, if the Fool was carrying fear or regret, but the Fool's not. The Fool is just like, it feels right, so I'm going. 7 of Cups in reverse, like it's like I have a hard time making a choice here, but it's reversed, so I feel like this is you making that decision. This is you becoming the Fool. I can't tell you when, because it does depend somewhat on you. On us, I should say. Alright, let's just bring in the Tarot of Dreams. No, it's not the Tarot of Dreams. It's the Angel Tarot. As you can tell, I have not used that often. So we're going to shuffle them that way until I break them in. For being resistant. One more. To me, sometimes I don't even like to bring in other decks because I feel like the reading is so clear. Why cast anything else upon it? But I feel like there's some of you, there are some things that you want to look at. So we're going to look at them. Alright, my whole deck's in reverse, so these aren't reversed. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is the way. The Knight's bringing away. The Knight's bringing something to your physical world that then allows you to change it if you choose. I like the Page of Wands behind this Knight, because Page of Wands is very much to me like the Fool. The Fool's over here. Like the Fool. And the Queen of Cups is someone who is normally wants to be in a relationship, enjoys being in a relationship. So I feel like it's just talking about love. It's just showing, it's almost like it's showing my or your energy, but then someone else's energy is under that. And then we have, look at this, we have the Sun again. You know, whatever this Knight of Pentacles is bringing in, and whatever this Knight of Cups is bringing in, well, we know one is a pentacle, right? Something is going to enhance your life. Now, if you take it, if you take that seed, you know, maybe why the Eight of Pentacles is below that. It's like, if I take that seed, I focus on it, I can truly grow it to abundance. Same with the Eight, or the Knight of Cups. You know, it's got the Sun right in front of it. So does the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, it just looks like, you know, why is everything so illuminated? Well, I think we have to go back to the Hangman, because the Hangman is awareness now. And remember, once you have awareness, what's the next step? I don't stop living, that's for sure. I feel like it's quite the opposite. Alright. Let's look at the Hangman. We do have double Leo, by the way, on the board. Look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. I feel like some of you have been afraid of love, to allow yourselves to love, to open yourselves completely to love. Maybe you're able to give it. Maybe receiving it is harder. You know, sometimes receiving it simply means that we ourselves have put blocks in front of it. Excuse me. Now that can go back again to like that earlier energy where these thoughts that live in your head of, you know, the past are playing an active role in your decision making. I mean, they just are, right? But here's the Ace of Cups, and you're having awareness over this. And, you know, it's not simply like, oh, the awareness of love. Yes, this is major, but this is also the awareness of any blocks that you yourself have put before yourself as it relates to love. Sometimes we blame others, and listen, sometimes it is their fault. But this is about then what we do afterwards with that. Does it become a wall, or do we just reflect upon it and then let it go? Put it out with the trash. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Come on. Now I know why I'm doing this reading. Truth be told, I was going to do one of the signs, but something told me, no, you need to do this. So that's what I did. All right. It just feels so clear. We have the Ten of Swords. It's interesting because it's coming over that Ace of Cups, right? But the Five of Swords is right above that Ace of Cups. It's almost like saying if I stay within this type of energy, again, whatever it means to you, it's toxic. And that just means that it stops you from living your authentic life. This Ten of Swords is, I've been doing it forever. It's a pattern, right? Because it's happened over and over and over and over. But the 5 shows to say, here's the opportunity for the change. Some took it, some did not. Now, the aces are still here. And I feel like, when does this energy begin? Well, at 2 points. Number 1, when I leave this 5 of Swords. And number 2, when I have this awakening. When I have this awakening. And listen, that means whatever in the 5 of Swords, I have to forgive too. And I have to, it doesn't mean I condone it. It just means I'm not going to allow it to taint my future in any way, because there is an opportunity of, like, what is dark is now light. But anyway, so we have the 5 of Wands. It's kind of a drama-filled energy. It's just getting pulled into the drama. Some of you, I feel like you learned great lessons. Again, it's not like I should regret this, but I got to know it. I got to see it, and I got to change it if it's no good for me. And I'm saying that because I feel like for some of you, like, going the whole way to the Ten of Swords ultimately even teaches you this great lesson. And it may, like, I feel like many times we find ourselves on these paths where our knowledge then becomes a catalyst to help others in some way, some form. We have the 4 of Pentacles. First time it's come out in this deck. Coming over the Knight of Cups. Interesting. And it makes me like want to go back and say, I almost feel like for someone, and listen, it can represent August. We have a lot of August energy here, but I feel like for some it's like, almost like being lost in your craft. And the Knight of Pentacles gives you a way. It gives you the way. Again, you got to take it, though. You got to take it, and then you got to, you got to use it. Maybe that's why so much fire is coming up, right? Wands, action. Action. I don't even know where I was going with that. Look at that. We have the 5 of Swords, but it came out in reverse. It's like the end. We began with the 5 of Swords in the upright, and we leave the reading with the 5 of Swords in reverse, with the Sun right over that, and the Fool, and the Ace of Cups, and the Hangman in the awareness state. This is quite beautiful. Listen, I know many aren't there, and I feel like, this is giving you like a guideline. If this energy fits, don't think it can't be you, right? Don't think that the blessing of the Knight of Pentacles can't come in for you. Listen, if you're willing and able to do the energy, let's just say, or the work of the 5 of the Swords, right? And, if I have if I have this awakening, that means that I have to live in my truth, right? Otherwise, it just would make no sense at that point. Like the 5 of Swords cannot live in the same space, but the Ace of Cups can. And that is why the 5 of Swords is in reverse, by the way. How beautiful. Like, I just wish I could find a title that could, like, I don't even know the word, like, because I feel like a lot of people miss the reading that are meant to see it. But I gotta just trust. I gotta trust. Let's read caring. It seems important. All right, caring. Excuse me. I don't know, I always cough when I'm online. Mother Mary sent you this card as a reminder that she cares deeply for you and your family. Although you may sometimes feel alone, you are definitely watched over and protected. When life is stressful, though, as it has been lately for you, you may not feel the Blessed Mother's loving presence. So, carry this card with you to help you know the divine love is here for you. This card also asks you to keep your heart open and continue caring for others, even though you may feel unappreciated or used. Remember that your spiritual path is to be loving and helpful, not to change others. However, you don't need to, nor should you, stay in any abusive or toxic situations or relationships. You can care for someone from afar. Most important, care for yourself, dear one. Take time for you and attend to things that are important to your health, happiness, and well-being. Wow. Amen. I feel like it just addressed the whole reading. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it there. I thank you. I have so much gratitude for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.